हरि ओम कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कविता वनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानाथम् को न याति परां गतिं जयत्यतिबलो रामः लक्ष्मणश्च महाबलः राजा जयति सुग्रीवो राघवेण अभिपालितः दासोऽहं कौसलेन्द्रस्य रामस्य अक्लिष्टकर्मणः हनुमान् शत्रुसैन्यानां निहन्ता मारुतात्मजः न रावणसहस्रं मे युद्धे प्रतिबलं भवेत् शिलाभिस्तु प्रहरतः पादपैश्च सहस्रशः अर्धयित्वा पुरीं लङ्काम् अभिवाद्य च मैथिलीं समुद्धार्तो गमिष्यामि मिषतां सर्वराक्षसां नमः सभायै ई दिनं सुदिनं च आज तो 25वां लेक्चर उपन्यास है रामकथा हिंदू टेम्पल ऑफ लबक में। ये तो माइलस्टोन है क्योंकि यही स्वाध्याय है। वेद और पुराण में स्वाध्याय का इतना बढ़िया बढ़िया सम्मान दिया है। एंड दैट टू इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू गेट अ रेगुलर श्रोता। एंड इन वैष्णव धर्म it is only bhaktas, they are adored more than Parabrahman himself. So it is my duty to recognize the regular shrotas here. Dr. Arunbhai Patel, Srimati Mili, Srimati Parekh, and of course Mera Bandhu Mitra, Srimati Ranjani Ramalingam. Sarvebhyaha Namaskaraha. So we are doing this as a swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is very important. So it says, Evaghu swadhyaya dharmena tapasvi punyo bhavati. Tapasvi punyo bhavati. ये वेद श्रुति है। एवगु स्वाध्याय धर्मेण, यही धर्म है स्वाध्याय, प्रवचन सुनना। स्वाध्याय तो लौकिक में भी पढ़ना, to help others, those granthas, those literature, anything that is going to help the society, and more importantly if it is able to help our आत्मा उज्जीवन के लिए वही स्वाध्याय है। एवगु स्वाध्याय धर्मेण। Then let's see how the Vedas specifies this. Tapasvi punyo bhavati. This is those people who are doing this regular swadhyaya, they are tapasvi, sadhu purush. Then Veda was not satisfied by just eulogizing them once. Tapasvi punyo bhavati. Okay, it said one time. Then it emphasizes again. Tapasvi punyo bhavati. Okay, second time is said. But when it comes to Veda, the swara, dhvani is important. So if you look at the second iteration, tapasvi punyo bhavati swarita. Swarita means upper way of chanting is in punyo, punyaha. So it is punya, it is pavamana. Tapasvi punyo bhavati, no stress. The second one it says tapasvi punyo bhavati evaghu swadhyaya dharmena. Tapasvi punyo bhavati, tapasvi punyo bhavati. The same thing Lord Krishna in Gita 17th adhyaya says, anudvekakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayate swadhyabhyasanam chaiva vangmayam tapa uchyate vangmayam eva tapaha. So it is very important that we come, if time permits. That's a qualifier to come for this pravachana, because we are in a busy world. Today is the 25th lecture, so that's why I wanted to emphasize the importance of swadhyaya. Kalidas says, Maranam prakritihi sharirinam. He says the natural thing one goes through in life is marana. That is satya. Maranam prakritihi sharirinam vikritihi jeevitam uchyate budaihi. But life is something Vikriti, it is unnatural. Because if an Atma comes, it has to reach its abode. So Maranam is going to happen. But how long we will live? 2 days, 10 days, 3 days, we don't know. So that is Vikriti, unnatural. Vikriti jivitam uchyate budaihi. It's only to praise you, that's why I'm saying. Kshanamapi avatishthate swasan yadi. Even if one is able to breathe for a minute, kshanamapi avatishthate swasan yadi jantuhu nanu labhavan asau. They are the blessed people. Even if they are able to breathe once and that breathing is in Harinama, those people are blessed. Labhavan asau. So, whether it is Veda, tapasvi punyo bhavati or Gita, swadhyabhyasanam chaiva vangmayam tapa uchyate Gita Kavani, Krishna Kavani or Kalidasa. Kshanamapi avatishthate swasan yati jantuhu nanula bhavanasau kyonki marane prakriti sharirinam maranaha prakritihi vikritihi jivitam uchyate bujai. So, the good Lord has given us 25 weeks. Today is the 25th week in Ramakatha. Anta Ramamayam. It's everywhere Ramaha. Ramayati iti Ramaha. Ramate iti Ramaha. And today we are entering an important steps in Ramayana. Ramayana begins today. Without Manthara, there is no Ramayana. What is Ramayana? Ramo Dasarathi. What is Ramayana? Ramayana is nothing but the story of Dasarathi. Ramo Dasarathi Bhutva Yeto Vyas ki Vani. If somebody asks to recite what is Ramayana, this sloka is enough. Vyasa says, Vyasa Vakyam to Satyam. Ramo Dasarathi Bhutva Pulasya Kulanandhanam Jagana Ravanam Sankye Tasmai Kshatratmane Namaha. Beautiful. This is Ramayana. So if this has to happen, today's episode has to be there. Ramo Dasarathi Bhutva. It talks entirely about Balakanta in 3 words. Ramo Dasarathi Bhutva. So he came as a Dasaratha Putra. For what? Pulasya Kulanandhanam Jagana. Pulasya Kunalandana. So Pulasya Kula means it talks about the heredity of Ravana. He is a Pulasya Maharshi Putraha and he is a man of great valor. Pulasya Kulanandana Jagana Ravanam Sankye. Then what did he do? He quelled the Vamsa of Pulasya Kulanandana Ravana. He killed Ravana and all his battalion. It should be understood that he got Ma Sita back. Tasmai Kshatratmane Namaha. Vyasa says, Manushyaha, he is Manushyanam Shreshtam, Kshatratmane. He is the king among the king. He is the strong man among strong. He is the Atma of Veerar. Kshatratmane Namaha. Ramo Dasarathi Bhutva Pulasya Kulanandanam Jagana Ravanam Sankye Tasmai Kshatratmane Namaha. That is Ramayana. If this has to happen, there should be a lady called Manthara. So why did she come? And how did it happen? We have seen that Tulsidas Maharaj says that it is for Devakarya. Ma Saraswati went into the Kanta of Manthara and then she intoxicated the Rupasundari Kaikeyi. But there is something very interesting which people do not recite in regular Upanyasa. Why did this happen? The great saint Madhvacharya or Anantatirtha, who was a propagator of Dvaita Siddhanta, he wrote a lot of Tippani on Mahabharata and Ramayana. He beautifully narrates the reason behind the arrival of Manthara. Of course, it is for Devakarya. It is to protect sadhu paritranartham, to protect sages. If you protect sages, dharma will live alive. Okay. So what happened? Lakshmim Kshira Samudra Rajatanayam Sri Rangadhameswarim Dasim Bhuta Samasta Loka Deva Vanitam Lokaika Dhipa Ankuram. The story starts. The Manthara comes in Ramayana. That's where Ramayana begins. Actually, from the dramatic point of view, we have alluded to the fact that in this episode alone, in Ayodhya Kanda, Navamaskanda, this Ramayana begins. To have that, there needs to be a Sutradhari. That is Manthara, Kubja. So how did she come all of a sudden in Ramayana? Or how did he come along with Kaikeyi? So according to Ananta Tirtha, or popularly known as Madhvacharya, of course these are rishis, Mahapurush. So they would have gotten some manuscripts or some pramana to talk about this. So beautiful. So once upon a time, Deva and Asuras were fighting, so they needed Amrita, so Samudra Manthanam is happening. There comes Sri Mahalakshmi. Lakshmim Kshira Samudra Rajatanayam Sri Rangadhameswarim Dasim Bhuta Samasta Loka Deva Vanitam Deepaika Devankuram. Kshira Samudra Rajatanayam. She is the daughter of Samudra Raj. And Mahavishnu wanted to marry Mata. So what happened? That day was very auspicious. Tadeva Lagnam Sudinam Tadeva Tarabalam Chandrabalam Tadeva Vriddhabalam Deva Tadeva Sitapate Twadangri Yugam Smarami Lakshmi Pate Twadangri Yugam Smarami. That is conventional, but I just changed to fit because Chand fits. Lakshmi Pate Sita Pate Twadangri Yugam Smarami. So the day was auspicious. Tadeva Lagnam Sudinam Tadeva. But Mahalakshmi was attached to her sister, who is known as Jyeshtha. And we don't want to say that it is understood that if Jyeshtha is there, then Amangala things will happen. But she is a sister of Sri Mahalakshmi. So Mahalakshmi did not want to marry Sriman Narayana because her sister, elder sister, is yet to get married. Then, but the rishis there, when Samudra Manthana was happening, the Devas are supposed to get the Amrita, so the rishis were happy and they were doing Mangalasasanam. Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu, Mangalam Garudadvaja, that is what we say. But Vyasavani, you should know, Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu, Mangalam Madhusudana. Vyasa does not say Mangalam Garudadvaja, Mangalam Madhusudana. Okay. So they were doing this eulogy. Then one among the rishis was Uddhalaka. I do not know. Beautiful story. Ramayana, life can go by just reading 300 different versions. I have not gotten to those. 10 versions only. And he is now learning Valmiki from me. So that rishi's name was Uddhalaka. Subhadra came today, so I'll tell story. So that rishi is tomorrow you are going to come to my lab, I suppose. Okay. So Uddhalaka was the rishi. So Uddhalaka rishi said, "Hey Mahavishnu, I want to see you married to Mata. So I don't mind marrying the elder sister of Sri Mahalakshmi, Jyeshtha." So Jyeshtha gets married to Uddhalaka. Then they go to their hermitage, but you know this Jyeshtha Lakshmi will reside in only places where there is Dhyuta, like the place where Shakuni did it. So that's a residing place, dwelling place of Jyeshtha. Okay, so she couldn't fit in the hermitage, ashram of Uddhalaka Rishi. Oh, well, maybe there was a divorce in those days. She said, "I'm not going to stay with you." Then she wants to go away to places. And this Uddhalaka says, "You will only reside where there is no dharma, where there is no recitation of Veda, where there are a lot of bad things are happening. That is your residing place. Go there." But then this lady got some jnana, and then she says, "Hey Lord, hey Prabhu, hey Maharaj Ji, when will I have vimochana?" That is the story. So when will this Jyeshta Lakshmi will become Mangala Swarupi? Then Uddhalaka says, in Treta Yuga, in Surya Vamsha, there will be a Raja called Dasaratha, and he will have 3 wives, Pattamahishiya. They will have the Swarupam of Gayatri, Savitri, Saraswati. So Dasaratha will marry 3 Pattamahishis who have some Swarupa of Gayatri Devi, Savitri Devi and Saraswati Devi. And to one of those, the Lord Sriman Narayana will be born. Vishnor Ardham Mahabhagam Putram Aishwa Kunantanam. Valmiki says, right? So, Vishnor Ardham Mahabhagam Putram Aishwa Kunandanam. So, one among those will beget Vishnu Hamsa. Sriman Narayana will himself come as Rama to take care of Dharma Paripalanartham. And to do that, if he had to do Dharma Paripalanartham, there should be some twist in his life story. So you will be born as Manthara. So Jyeshta will be born as Manthara, and it is only due to her act this Ramayana will happen. If Ravana is not killed, rishis will not be peaceful. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanihi abhyutthanam adharmasya sambhavami yuge yuge. Krishna ka vak. So you will be born as Manthara, and you will make the story happen so that a Rakshasa by name Ravana will be quelled. Ma Sita will be united with Sri Ramachandra Prabhu. Then Dharma will be flourishing. So you have a great act. Once you do that, you will have a moksha. So even Manthara, that is Sanatana Dharma. There is a reason, rhyme and reason to everything. So Manthara is nothing but Jyeshta Devi Swarupam, and that is why she is the one who brings Ramayana to this level. So we are there. So we have seen who is Manthara. And that's the reason Ma Saraswati herself comes to the Kantha of Manthara, and then she uses words to convince who? Kaikeyi. She is one of the most beautiful lady. Hey Vilasini, we'll see that beautiful phrases today. Hey Vilasini, she is interested in all sorts of good living. Vilasini. Valmiki eulogizes Kaikeyi as Vilasini. So beautiful sarga, lot of things are there. Gate jale setu bandhanam kim, greatest lesson. So as Manthara, because she is nothing but Jyeshta Swarupa, Saraswati comes in her Kanta. Can you believe a crooked, a wicked woman saying this greatest lesson in life? Do not waste time. Gate jale setu bandhanam kim. Once the water has gone, gate jale setu bandhanam kim prayojanam. Only next year. Don't say that it is going to be beneficial for next year. But what is the use of this year? When the entire flood has gone, why are you trying to now build a bank now? It is Gate Jale Setu Bandhanam Kim. What a phrase. So Valmiki to Samudhramiva Ratnadyam Sarvashruti Manohar. Samudhramiva Ratnadyam Evam and Sarvashruti Manoharam. So this is where it is. Now she is going to, so slowly she has poisoned the mind of Kaikeyi because she is Matha. When it hits the Matru Vatsalyam, Kaikeyi started changing. Mentally she starts changing, but mental alone is not enough. She should also act physically. Valmiki brings those psychological things here. Eva muktva tu Kaikeyi kopena jwalatita Dhirgamushnam vinisvasya mantaram idam abravit sarvasuti manoharam. Look at this Anushtup. Eva muktva tu Kaikeyi kopena jwalitanana Dhirgamushnam vinisvasya. Valmiki captures every physiological aspect. When people are angry, jwalita anana, the face changes, and then they take the deep breath. Dhirgam, it's not a cold breath, it's heat, hot. So hot hair comes. Dhirgam utnam vinisvasya mantaram idam abravit adhya ramam ita kshipram vanam prastapayamyaham yavvarajye cha bharadam kshipram yeva abhishechaye. Immediately, Adhya is instantaneously, then she had already changed. Once she said, not only Bharata will not become the king, the generations of Bharata will be a servant to Rama and his progenies. Once Manthara said this, Kaikeyi started changing, and then she immediately wants Rama to be sent to the forest. Great lessons in law. Why did she send? Why did she want? Why did Kubja, Manthara, propose 14 years? Beautiful. You got to read Ramayana. Why did she use 14 years? Did anybody think, why did she? What's the reason? We'll see that. Law, legal entities are involved here. So, Adhyarama Itachipram, from here, Itachipram, Adhya, instantaneously, Vanam Prastapayamyaham, I will send Rama immediately to Vanam Prastapayamyaham, Yavvarajye cha Bharadam Chipram. Then, instantaneously, I will make Bharata. Yavvarajye cha Bharatam Chipram yeva abhishechaye idam tu idanim sampashya kenopayena. Hey, look for some reason. Sampashya kenopay. Some reason. Find some reason. Go. Idam tu idanim sampashya. Look. Think and look. Hey, Mantare kena upayena Mantare Bharataha prapniyat rajam Naturama katanchana. Beautiful rhyme. Eva muktva taya devya Manthara papadarshini. See, when it talks about Kaikeyi, they says Vilasini. But Valmiki changes. When it talks about Manthara, he says Papadarshini eva muktva taya devya Manthara papadarshini Ramartam upahinsanti. Beautiful. Ramartam. Some bad things should happen to Rama. Upahimsanti. Hims. Do some himsa to Rama. Rama artam upahimsanti Kaikeyim idam abravit ye papadarshini. Kaikeyi understands this is a papa karma. See, Tyaja Durdana Sansargam Bhaja Sadhu Samagamam. Kaikeyi is an epitome, model for those who should not be associated with bad people. If you associate with bad people, you will have things what happened to Kaikeyi, losing her husband. That is more important in Indian parlance, right? So, Tyaja Durjana Samsargam Bhaja Sadhu Samagamam. Kaikeyi did not do that. She did not let Dursangasam go away. She did not do. So, this is Shastra. Tyaja Durjana Samsargam Bhaja Sadhu Samagamam. Then what he says? Eva Muktva Taya Devya Manthara Papadarshini. She got into the hold of Papadarshini Manthara. And then you should know, once Manthara told the Nag to let Rama go, this Kubja, Papadarshini, becomes the best lady on heaven, earth. Who says, Kaikeyi will say, hey Kubja, hey Manthara, you are like a Raja Hamsa. Look at you, you are best among the hunchback. You will see that if time permits today. Beautiful sarga. Hanta idanim pravakshyami Kaikeyi sruyatam vaje. Hey, alas, now you are coming to some sense. Previously, what did she say? Manda buddhi, ye mude. Now she says, oh God, alas, Hanta, beautiful word. Hanta idanim pravakshyami Kaikeyi sruyatam chame yatate bharato rajyam putram prapyati ke. Bharatam kevalam. I will think. Pravakshyami, I will think and tell you, alas, you got some sense. Mayocchamanam yadite srotum chando vilasini. He says, Papadarshini, in 2 slokas next, look at this. If you desire, hey Vilasini, hey beautiful lady, hey lady who wants to live well, Vilasini means playful lady, but you should take that a lady who has been given all sorts of good things in life. Mayocchamanam yadite srotum chanda. If you desire, yadite srotum chanda, if you desire to listen, hey Vilasini, because she got happy. Kuni, Kubja got happy because Kaikeyi is listening. So, instead of cursing her, she starts praising, hey Vilasini, hey Sundari, listen. Sruyatam abhidasyami srutva. I will heed to your request. Abhidasyami. Sruyatam abhidasyami srutva chetat vidiyata. Then do it quickly. Srutva cha tat videyatam, act quickly. Srutvaivam vachanam tasya mantarayastu Kaikeyi kinchid uttar. Then she was slowly sitting, then she started to act. If one has to act, they have to move their body, right? So Valmiki writes, Kinchid uttaya shayana swastirnat idam abravit uttaya. She started getting up from her bed. Shayanati swastirnati idam abravit. So, not only she changed the mind, she also is inducing Kaikeyi to act. Kinchid uttaya. Slightly she got up from the bed. Kinchid uttaya sayanati swastirnat idam abravit katayatvam mamopayam kenopayena mantara bharataha prapniyat rajam natu ramam. The same sloka. Valmiki, same phrases Valmiki uses, because she got anxious. She wants Bharata to be crowned as Yavaraja. So she repeats, Bharataha prapniyat rajam natu Rama katanchana. Let Bharata get it, but Rama also should go into bad things. So, Bharataha prapniyat rajam natu Rama katanchana eva muktva taya devya Manthara Papadarshini. Look at it. Valmiki cannot control his emotion. Look at this woman. She is going to send my Rama. Alagalalla latagagana aranmuni etu pongono. Such a beauty. Alagalalla latagagana aranmuni etu pongono. That beauty. He is going to walk without slipper. Bharata even took his slippers from him in Chitrakuta. Where did he? He left Saketa. Tyakta Saketa Vasaya Chitrakuta Nivasine Sevyaya Sarvayaminam Dhirodharaya Mangalam. Beautiful. So he has to leave Saketapuri, like he left and he came back. No. Tyakta Saketa Vasaya Chitrakuta. In Chitrakuta, he even gave his slippers. That is Rama. Why it is Ramjya? He gave everything for others. Eva muktva taya devya Manthara papadarshini Rama artam upahimsanti kubja vachanam abravit. Tava daivasare. Then comes Ramayana begins. Kenopine, think, hey Manthara, hey Kubja, can you think of anything? Kaikeyi was so living well in Dasaratha, and seeing Rama and Bharata and Lakshmana and Shatrugna living like blood brothers, even though they were in a way step brothers, she forgot all the things what had happened before, and there comes Manthara. Saraswati Katakshi Manthara ko. Tava Daivasura Yuddhe Saharajar Shibihi Patihi Agachatvam Upadaya Devarajyasya Sakhya Kriti. Let me tell you a story. Manthara says, in a war between Deva and Asura, when rishis were supporting your pati, Tava Devasure Yuddhe Saharajar Shibihi Patihi Agachatvam Upadaya. So what happens? While that war was going on between this Raja called Shambarasura, but his name is Timidwaja. Okay, there is a story in story. So your husband took you with him. Agacha tvam upadaya. Upadaya means he takes you. Devarajasya sahaya kriti, to help Devaraja Indra in a battle between Deva and Asuras. With the support of rishis, your husband once upon a time took you to fight the war. Agachatvam upadaya devarajasya sakhya kriti dishamastaya vaidevi dakshinam dandakan prati vaijayanti miti kyatam puram tatra timidvaja. Beautiful. So there was a Raja called Timidvaja. Timidvaja or Shambarasura. He has two names. One may be nickname. So that Timidvaja was ruling the Dakshina part of Ayodhya, and that Pattanam was known as Vaijayanti. So there was a king who was ruling the kingdom called Vaijayanti or Pattanam called Vaijayanti. He was an Asura by name Timidvaja. Tasmin Mahati Sangrame Purushan Chativikshatan Ratrau Prasuptan Granti Tarasa Apasyasaha. Beautiful. That Rakshasa was so, he is Durbuddhi, that he was trying to kill people who were sleeping. Ratrau Prasuptan Granti Tarasa Apa, because of Ahankara. Tarasa means Ahankara. Apasya So even though there were young kids, he didn't mind anything. The Rakshasas under the leader of Timidvaja, in the night, went and killed all the good people. Tatra akaron mahayuktam raja dasarathastada asuraischa mahabahu shastraischa shakali kritaha. That Rakshasa group made Dasharatha, he just became unconscious. Shakali kritaha. So look at it, Dasharatha. He was able to get his Ratha in 10 directions. He is a victor of 10 direction lands. This Sambarasura, Timidvaja, and his battalion made Dasaratha helpless. Shakali krita apavakya tvaya devi sangraman ashtachetana tatrapi vikshata shastraihi patiste rakshis. You were able to save him. So apavakya, you took him away to a safe place. He got his conscience. Then he fought with Sambarasura and he won. Tushtena tena dattaute dvau varau shubhadarshane. Beautiful. Because Manthara became certain that this is going to happen. So she always praises and then mollycoddles Kaikeyi. First she said Vilasini. Now she says Shubhadarshini. Because you have seen the light at the end of the tunnel, I have gotten an idea here. This will definitely send Rama to Vana. Tushtena tena dattaute dvau varau shubhadarshane satyava Satpatyoktaha patir devaha yedecheyam tadaha varau. Then you said to him, don't you remember? In that war, Dasaratha won because of your help. So he said, Tushtena tena dattaute dvau varau. Why did he give 2 varas? Because 1 is not enough. So he gave 2. But if you keep on giving too much sweets, then after some time, of course, it gives you hyperglycemic things. But still, enough. So he gave 2 vara. Tushtena tena dattaute dvau varau shubhadarshani. Hey, Shubhadarshani, you have seen light under the tunnel. Get that 2 vara. Satyavagyoktaha patir devi yedecheyam tada varau. You will take that vara when you wish. Yedecheyam tada varau grinhiyamiti tattena tade yuktam mahatmana grinhiyamiti. I will take the vara, the 2 vara, when I wanted. Then that Raja said, Mahatmana tattattena tade yuktam. Let it be. So you can take that vara, what I have given, any time you want. Grinniyamiti tattattena tade yuktam Mahatmana anabhigyahi aham devi tvayaiva katayi. Look, I am your best friend. Even you forgot. I am remembering it because I am your best friend. This lady said, Anabhigyahi aham devi tvayaiva katita purana. You forgot. Anabhigyahi aham devi tvayaiva kati. You only told me. How come I know? You told me. Did you forget? Or you are pretending to be forgetful. Beautiful phrase. Kataisha tavatu snehan manasa dharyate. Because I am your truthful. I am your faithful. That's why I kept this, saved this in my chest. Kataisha tavatu snehan manasa dharyate maya rama abhisheka sambaran nigruhya vinirvata. So I am this is one thing. I am your well-wisher. So we will use this to make this no happen. This Yavarajya Pattabhishekam will finish. Tau varau yacha bhartaram bharatasya abhishechanam. This is where Ramayana begins. Now is the time. This is where that phrase comes. Gate jale setu bandhanam kim. Beautiful. So what is the use? Now use it. Otherwise it will go waste. Use it or lose it. Tau varau yacha bharatam bhartaram bharatasya abhishechanam pravrajanam tu ramasya tvam varshini chaturdasha. Beautiful. Watch this. When Manthara was talking to Kaikeyi, she uses 14 instantaneously. The larger number gets used instantaneously. Beautiful. Sanskrit padalalitvam. So what did he say? Tau varau yacha bhartaram bharatasya abhishechanam pravrajanam tu ramasya tvam varshani chaturdasha. Pravrajanam tu ramasya. Rama, for Rama, asked to be sent to Vana for 14 years. Watch. When Manthara was talking to Kaikeyi, she says 14 years. But She says, when you go to the king, don't say 14 years instantaneously. When you say 14 years, that big number, the Raja will die immediately without even giving the orders. So do induce slow poison. Say 9 plus 5, because 9 is less than 10. So he says, okay, 10. Okay, he's not even going for 10 years, only 9 years. So the Raja will live. You get that order from Raja, then who cares if he dies or not? This much is there. Why did Manthara say 14 years? We'll say this. Chaturdashahi varshani rame pravajitevanam prajabhava gatasneha stiraha putro bhavishyati. Why? In legal Indian law, there is called what is called as adverse possession law. If age old, if people are living in a place dwelling for 12 years, and if you are a landlord, if you don't ask them to leave, they can claim the property if they have lived for 12 years. That is known as adverse possession law. It has been for ages in Indian legal system, even before the British system. Age Sanatana Dharma mein ye hai. If somebody is living in a place for 12 years of good standing, they can go to the Raja and claim that this property belongs to me. That now they call it as adverse possession law. That Manthara knew. But then they said here and there, people may have gone little bit here and there, so give them little bit more. So then she says, if Bharata rules for 12 years, automatically the kingdom will come to him even if Rama returns back. Beautiful. What if some good person counts that, oh no, he didn't live 12 years. Add 2 more years. Why to take chances? 2 more years you add. So even if some people counts 1, 2, 3, 4, then they count again 4, you give them 2 more years. That is too much. If you do that by law, Bharata can claim if he wants to. Self-valuation. He has to claim by himself, so give them grace. That is the reason 14. That is hidden. But what Manthara says, Chaturdashahi varshani rame pravrajite. If Rama has gone to one of our 14 years, prajabhava gatasneha, people will get affectionate to prajabhava gatasneha. People will be so much attracted to Bharata, so they don't want Bharata to leave. So they themselves will start doing revolting. Like French Revolution, that we want Bharata to rule us. Prajabhava gatasneha stiraha putro bhavishyati. Then your boy will be firmly entrusted as the king. Stiraha putro bhavishyati. Look at how beautiful legal, psychological. So if Bharata rules for 14 years, he will be friendly, people will be friendly to Bharata. So they don't want to let Bharata go away. Krodhagaram pravish. Then how do I do that? Okay, you gave me. Then how do I do that? Krodhagaram. You just go to some dark place. Krodhagaram pravishya adhya kriddeva swapate sute sheshvanantarhitayam tvam bhumau malinavasini. Then what you do? You go and lie down in the floor. Sheshvan anarthahitayam tvam bhumau. Don't sleep in the cot. That is Ashubha, for a Sumangali to sleep on the floor. So Sheshvan antarhitayam tvam bhumau. Then don't wear good clothes, wear torn clothes. Malinavasini. Previously how she was? She was Shubhage. Lie down on the floor, tear your clothes. Masmainam pratyudiksheta machaina ma abhibhashita. Don't speak a word. Don't see your husband face to face. That's what they say. If you don't see face to face, that means something is happening, cooking. So masmainam pratyudiksheta. Pratyudiksha means see face to face, eye to eye. Don't see your husband eye to eye when he comes. Don't speak a word to him. Rudhanti chapi tam drishtva jagatyam shokalalasa. When he sees you crying, Rudhanti, he will be the man who is the most sorrowful on the earth. Dhaita tvam sada bhartuhu atrame nastisam. Because you are the most loved among all the Pattamahishis. Daita, you are the most loved by Dasaratha. Beauty is the killer here. Same thing with Lord Krishna. He was so attached to Satyabhama. Similarly, here he is so attached to this Kaikeyi. Daitatvam, you are the best lady of your husband. Daitatvam Sadha, always. Don't worry, I guarantee. If you enact this place, don't see him eye to eye, don't give a response, keep on crying. Daitatvam sada bhartuhu atra me nasti samshaya. I have nothing. I gave you idea. Now I gave you idea how to dramatize. That's what I said. Then I have no problem. Look at it. Daitatvam sada bhartuhu atra me nasti samshaya. Tvatkrite sa maharajo vishedapi hutashanam. Then once she knew, her face blossomed like Agni in a Vedi. Agni is shining. Agnenaya supataraye asman visvani deva vayunani vidvan yuyojhasmat juhurana menaha bhuyishtante namabhuktim. Any Shraddha will not be complete without giving the supasthana to Agni. Agnenaya supataraye asman. So then that time what is the Utashana? Agni will, because all the Ajyam you are pouring. When you pour all the Ajyam there, it will glow like anything. So Kaikeyi's face started like that. Jvalagni. Vishedapi hutashanam natvam krodayitim shaktona kruddam pratyadikshitam tava priyartam rajahi prananapi. Don't worry. I know he is deeply, madly in love with you, so he will even give his prana. That happens. Tava priyartam rajahi prananapi parityajet nahi. Then you shaktas tava vakyam mahi. The king cannot go back on his words. Then what he says, you throw away all your pearls, because this lady is the best dressed lady. Shubhadarshini. Mani muktam suvarnani ratrani vividani cha dadyat Dasarato raja masma teshu. Then I know that guy knows the trick how to pacify the woman. Mani muktam suvarnani ratrani. He will tempt you with lot of mukta, pearl. Then suvarnani, ratnani, vivid varieties. He will order variety, because I know you are tempted, because you are vilasini. You get tempted by all this. Don't get tempted. Even when Dadyat Dasarato Raja Masma Teshu Man, don't keep your mind there, a stupid woman. Then this Manthara got worried. I know about this lady. She is attracted to all this. Then she says, Dadyati Dasarato Raja Masma Teshu Manakrita Yautau Deva Sure Yuddhe Varau Dasarata Adhati Tausmaraya Mahabhage. So just remember this and make that Raja remember. Yadatu tevaram dadyati swayam uttapya raghava. Then Valmiki says, once you say this, Dasaratha will tremor. So lift him, because you have to keep him alive till he gives the order. That also says, Yadatu tevaram dadya swayam uttapya raghava. He uses the word Raghava. It is not Rama here, it is Dasaratha. Because Dasaratha is so attached to Raghava that Valmiki brings here minute nuance. Why could he not say Dasaratha? Because when you say this to Dasaratha, his life will slowly start to go away. So lift him, keep him alive, because he is nothing but Raghava. Raghava is nothing but Dasaratha. Right? So what he says, Yadatu tevaram dadyat swayam uttapya ragaha vyavastapya maharaja tam imam vruniyavaram. Then make sure the Raja is like, vyavastapya means make him better, make him ready. But here we have to understand it. Keep him alive until he sends Rama to Vanam. Yadatu tevaram dadyat swayam uttapya ragavaha vyavastapya maharajam tam imam vruniyavaram. Until you get your two varas answered, keep him alive. All we want is who cares about that old Dasaratha? Let him go. Ramam pravrajaranye nava varshani. But look, don't tell him instantaneously that he has to go for 14 years. Tell him like this. Ramam pravrajaya aranye nava varshani panchasha. This is the beauty. Previously when she says to Kaikeyi, she says, ask 14 years. But then he says, when you are talking to Raja, Mude, don't say 14 years, say 9. Then you say plus 4, 5. 9 plus 5 is 14. The same thing he says. Ramam pravrajayaranye nava varshani. Oh, it's only 9 years, less than 10. 10 is a milestone. So the Raja will last little longer. Then you slowly say, Pancha cha. Cha means and. So, Nava Varshani Panchacha Bharataha Kriyatam Raja Prithivya Parthivarshaba Chaturdashahi Varshani Rame Pravrajitevanam Rudascha Kritamulascha Sesham Stasyati Te Suta Rudascha Kritamulam. By the time 14 years, Bharata will be truly established. Rudam means stand, established. Rudascha Kritamulascha, like root, like the root of a big tree. Bharata will be well established in Ayodhya. Look at how this sarga. This is the actual Ramayana. Chaturdashahi varshani rame pravrajitevanam rudascha krita moolam. He will become like a root, well ground in the ground, right? Rudascha krita moolascha se. Then you don't have to worry. Sesham stasyati te sutta rama pravrajanam chaiva devi achaswatam varam evam siddhayanti putrasya sarvarthastava bhamini. Hey bhamini, I know. Look, he says, Vilasini, Priyadarshini, bhamini, a beautiful lady. Because Manthara accomplished her. She gave the trick, the path. Then how to accomplish the path also she said. She told how to dramatize, how to act. Everything Manthara did her duty as a best friend. So I don't care, she will accomplish. So she becomes Sundari. Hey Bhamini. Rama Pravrajanam Chaiva Devi Achastam Tomvaram Evam Siddhayanti Putrasya Sarvarthastava. Sarvarthastava. You will get all your wishes fulfilled. Hey Bhamini. Evam Pravrajitaschaiva Rama Aramo bhavishyati. Rama will be nowhere. Ramaha aramo bhavishyati. Evam pravrajitasthaiva. Once he go to Vana for 14 years, Rama is gone, finished. Ramaha aramo bhavishyati. Bharachascha hatam mitrastava raja. So Bharata will be devoid of all the enemies. Bharatascha ata mitrastava raja bhavishyati yena kalena ramascha vanate pratyagamishyati tena kalena putraste kritamul. Don't worry, even if he comes back after 14 years, people would have forgotten. Don't worry, if people forgets, we will invoke this adverse possession law. Don't worry, I am there, I am the best lawyer. Kaikeyi didn't say, she missed it, but Kubja is the best. Gujarati should hire her. Yena kalena ramascha vanate pratyagamishyati tena kalena putraste kritamulo bhavishyati sugrihita manushyascha sugrudvihi sartamatman. Then we will get our things. Then he says, do it quickly. Beautiful. Prapta kalam tu manyeham rajanam vita sadvasa Rama Abhisheka Sankalpan Nigrihya Vinivartaya. So Raja cannot achieve his dream. Rama Abhisheka Sankalpan Nigrihya. It will go in vain. She gave the idea and also how to execute also Manthara gave, and she is confident. Sahi Vakyena Kubjaya Kishori Ivodpatam Gata. Then everything is done. Then she becomes so happy, like a kishori, like a child. Child is always happy. Sahi vakyena kubjaya. After hearing all these plan and execution of the plan and getting it concretely done and sealed, done and dusted. Sahi vakyena kubjaya kishori. O kiva utpatam gata kishori. She was so happy because she went into a wrong path. Utpatam gata. Kaikeyi vismayam prapta param paramadarshana. Vismayam prapta. Oh God, how good I am to get this lady. 7 slokas, because she got intoxicated. More than a madhu vata ritayate madhuksharanti sindhavaha. Here the madhu was Kaikeyi's vakya. She got intoxicated, and 7 slokas Valmiki gives the Samudrika Lakshana of the best lady. 7 slokas, a beautiful hunchback. You are the best hunchback I have ever seen. I am going to gift you thousands of hunchbacks who will serve you like you are serving me. Can you believe? You are the best hunchback, you are the best lady, you are like a Raja Hamsam. So the gift I am going to give you is 1,000 such hunchbacks that will serve you. Santi dussansita kubja vakraha paramadaruna tvam padmaiva vatena sannata priya, beautiful. But she is Paramadharini, one wicked woman. I know you are a wicked woman, but to me now, you are the best woman I have ever seen. How are you? Tvam Padma iva vatena sannata priyadarshana. You are like a lotus. Tvam Padma iva vatena, in a breeze, slowly breeze, in the breeze. See, Tvam Padma iva vatena sannata priyadarshana. I feel so attracted to you, Priyadarshana. You are the best thing for me to see. To whom she is saying, Kubja. Paripurnam tu jaganam supinau cha payodarau vimalendu samam vaktram. Vimalendu. First she says, you are like a lotus blossom and then hanging in the breeze. Now your face is like Chandra. Vimalendu samam, Vimala Indu samam, beautiful, crystal clear Indu samam, Vaktram ahora, Rajasi Manthare, Manthare. Your face is like Indu samam. Can you believe? Jaganam tava nirgushtam rashanat, Jange, beautiful thighs. She is doing all this Samudrika Lakshanam. You have beautiful, well-rounded thighs. Anyway, this is Samudrika. So this Kubja becomes a Apsaras now. Tvam ayatabhyam saktibhyam antare kshaumavasini. You should dress now with silk clothes. Kshaumavasini agrato mama gachanti Rama rajahamseva bhasase. Beautiful. Now from now on, always dress with Kshaumavasini. Dress with beautiful clothes and you walk before me. Previously she was Kubja. So Kaikeyi kept her at arm's length. Now she says, you need to walk before me. I will follow you. Look at it. Agrato mama gachanti Raja Hamsa Hivabas. Because you are shining like a Raja Hamsa. 7 slokas. She corrupted her mind. So when mind gets corrupted, look at it. All this rambling, blabbering. Tvam tvamayatabhyam saktibhyam mantare kshaumavasini agrato mama gachanti rajahamsa hivabasase asanya shambare mayaha. I thought only Shambarasura can do 1,000 tricks. But you can do 1,000 into 1,000 tricks. Kaikeyi says, Asanya Shambare Mayaha Sahasram Asuradipe Sarvastvai Nivishtaasta Bhuyascha Anya Sahasraha. You can do Anya Sahasraha. You can do 1,000 into 1,000 into 1,000. Several 1,000 tricks. Asanya Shambare Maya Sahasram Asuradipe Sarvastvai Nivishtaasta Bhuyascha Anya Sahasraha Tavedam Sthagu Yadi Yadhirgam Ratago Namivaya. I am not worried about your hunchback. Now you look, your hunchback, because I have ornamented you, it looks like a golden top of a chariot. You know that chariot is like that. She says that Tadevam Sthagu. Sthagu means hunch, hip, the hoop. Tadevam Sthagu Yadhirgam. It's so long. But don't worry, it looks like the top of the chariot. Ratho ganam ivayatam matayaha kshatra vidyascha mayaschatra vasantite. Because you have maya, you have mastered the art of politics. Matayaha kshatra vidyascha mayaschatra vasantite. You are the chariot where all the art of politics and all the art of cunningness, everything reside in your chariot. Atrate pratimokshyami malam kubje hiranmayim abhishikte cha bharate raghave cha vanam gate. I will keep on giving things to you. You benefit, I benefit. Jatyena cha, not, don't think I am giving you 18 karat gold. Jatyena cha suvargena suvishtaptena mantare. Well done, suvishtaptena. All the ornaments will be well done by Devasirpi. Jatyena cha suvarya jatyena. Beautiful, 24 karat. Jatyena cha suvarnena. Maybe they go to Surat and then I get the diamond. Parun Patel's place, I guess. I go every year to Surat also. Jatyena su suvarnena suvishtaptena mantare labdharta cha pratita cha lepayishya. I am going to polish you with suvarna, lepayishyami. the moisturizing cream will all be made of suvarna. Labdharta cha pratita cha lepayishyami te. I myself will come and then polish your stagu, polish your hoop with all this lepanam, beautiful lepanam. Mukecha tilakam chitram jata rupamayam shubham. Beautiful. People ask, in those days, did women wear tilaka? Yes, tilaka is mangalya swarupam. You should wear. This Valmiki says here, Mukecha tilakam chitram jata rupam ayam shubham. Shubham. You will, hey Kubje, you will have different kinds of stars in your head. Nana vida. Chitram jata rupamayam is gold. You will only keep bindi out of gold. One day with this tree like this, another day with Chandra, another day with Surya, whatever it is. Mukecha tilakam chitram jata rupamayam shubham karayishyami te Kubje shubhanya shubhabharanani cha. Don't worry. Paridaya shubhe vastre devateva charishyazi chandramahwahya manane. So even Chandra will be nothing compared to you. Tata protsahita devi gata Manthara saha. Once these both people were talking good about each other, they were settled. So Manthara was happy that she is going to send Rama to Vana. She is going to get a lot of things, and Kaikeyi thought that she is going to get her things done. Ihava mam britam kubje nrupaya vedayishyasi vanam tu ragave prapte bharataha prapsyati kshitim. Kshitim means world. Bharata is going to get the entire world. Na suvarnena me harto na ratnairna bhushanaihi esha me jivitam tasyanto ramo yadyab. But in case, worst case scenario, if Bharata doesn't become the Yavaraja, I am going to give my life. You are the only one witness, so you go and tell the king. Atho punastam magishim magikshite vacho biratyartha mahaparakramaihi uvacha kubja bharatasya mataram hitam vacho ramamupetya cha hitam. So, you just in case, there is always a gap between a cup and a sip. In case Bharata doesn't become Yavaraja, you go tell the king that your Rani, your Priya Rani will leave her breath. So this is what it is. So then it's all done. The act is going to start here. Vidarshita yada devi kubjaya papaya brusham. Fully brusham, big. This kubjaya papaya brusham papaya kubjaya. Having intoxicated by this Papatma, tada shete sma sa bhumau. So she started acting. Then what she said, because Kubja told her to start acting. So in the next sarga begins, she just goes into a place, isolated place, and then lies on the ground. Vidirshita yada devi kubjaya papaya. Brusham means big. Vidarshita means darshita, vidarshita, wrongly taught or intoxicated. Vidarshita yada devi kubjaya papaya brusham tada shete sma sa bhumau digda viddeva kinnari. Like kinnara lady or like a bird shot by an arrow. Digda viddeva kinnari. Like a bird shot by an arrow. When you shoot a bird in arrow, it falls down. Like that, this lady, tada, afterwards, shete sma sa bhumau. Shete means to sleep. She lie down, sa bhumau. That lady, bhumau, digda viddheva kinnari. So, the drama starts. Then Dasaratha walks coming there. So, he was thinking that Shva Pushye, tomorrow, Rama is going to be the Raja. So, this is what it is. Now, the beauty here is, she says in one phrase, "Ye Kubja, I thought that people who are having like this not good functioning organs are going to be bad. No, if you are devoid of one organ, you will be blessed with many positive things," which we see. Three stories. Same thing where you take into account, while I was discussing this Ramayana, my son Madhav says that if you have people like that, they are blessed. Appa, why don't you give example of Surdas? Surdas was born with no eyes and no ears, but look at him. He is one of the best Krishna Bhakta. So that is one example. Surdas, he is one of the Ashtachap of Vallabhacharya. And same thing with Narayana Bhattadri. These people were devoid of some natural organs, but they were exceptionally good. Narayaniam Bhattadri, one of the greatest scholar in Sanskrit from Kerala, he wrote the Saramsa of Bhagavata using Narayaniam 1035 slokas. He had Vataroga, paralysis. He writes 1035 slokas as a Saramsa of Bhagavata. And then he says, Asmin Paramatman Anupadma Kalpe Tvamittu Uttapita Padma Yonihi Ananta Bhuma Mama Roga Rashin. Ananta Bhuma, you are the one with so many things, but I am the one with Roga Rashim, the group of Vyadi. Asmin Paramatman, you are the Paramatman, can't you not help me? Nirundi Vatalaya Vasa Vishnu. So he was able to, with all the pain, he was able to sing such an Narayaniam. Once he sang his Vataroga, Asmin Paramatman Anupadma Kalpe Tvamitta Muttapita Padma Yonihi. You are the one who gave birth to Brahma, Veda Swarupi. Ananta Bhuma, I cannot talk about your Bhuma, to your greatness. Mama Roga Rashim, hey, please help me, take me away from Vataroga. He got blessed. Surdas, no one can match in his, I think he sang in Braj Bhasha. So, even in our days, the one I always respect, Maharaj Ramabhadracharya of Chitrakoot. He doesn't have his two eyes. One of the greatest scholars in Sanskrit. He played a very critical role in establishing the Rama Janmabhoomi. No two eyes, but 250 books in Sanskrit, Vyakhyana for Paniniyam. Even in our current days, we see God blesses people like this. No natural eyes, but nobody can beat him. Today, he is the Peethadipati of Ramananda Peeth, one of the greatest scholars. Greatest scholars can talk multiple languages, Braj, Avadi, Gujarati, Hindi, Sanskrit. So people are blessed. So the same thing Valmiki brings, hey Kubja, I don't think that you are not good. You have so many talents. You are the best political strategizer. You are the one who can give a lot of cunning ideas which will be beneficial. So the act is beginning. Vidarshita yada devi kubjaya papaya brisham tada shete smasa bhumau digda viddheva kinnari pavamana sududubatu padara vindamulaku ninama Rupamulaku Nitya Jaya Mangalam Mangalam Gosalendraya Maganiya Gunabdaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam Tyakta Saketa Vasaya Chitrakuta Nivasine Sevyaya Sarvayaminam Dhirodhara. Next thing is, we'll be looking, Rama will only be happy now in Chitrakuta. That's why we invoked this. Tyakta Saketa Vasaya Chitrakuta Vasine Sevyaya Sarvayaminam Dhirodharaya Mangalam Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu Samasta Sanmangalani Santu Shubham.